Masters Vessel Classical Academy, Primary Section. On the roll.
Watermelon, watermelon, banana, banana, pineapple and orange, pineapple and orange, fruit salad, watermelon, watermelon, banana, banana, pineapple and orange, pineapple and orange, fruit salad, Oh yeah, join me now. Watermelon, watermelon, banana, banana, pineapple and orange, pineapple and orange, fruit salad, Make sure you prepare my fruit salad this weekend. I'm coming to your house to take my own. All right, now let's go into what we have this morning. Wonderful children of the Masters Vessel Classical Academy, welcome to today's visual class. My name is Mrs. Odinamdu Felicia, your English Studies teacher for Basic 3. Our topic today is future tense using shall and will. Future tense using shall and will. Now let's talk about the objectives of the lesson. What you must do, what you are supposed to achieve at the end of this lesson. If you don't achieve all these things I'm about to mention now, which means you didn't, in fact, you are not in the lesson. You did not follow in the lesson. So, for you to achieve all these objectives that I'm about to mention now, you must listen very, very well. Don't allow anything to distract you. Don't allow that Chukwuemeka sitting beside you to confuse you. If he wants to disturb you, you report him to your mom. All right, now let's go over to what we have. Objective of the lesson. Now let's see the objectives of this lesson. By the end of this lesson, the pupils should be able to 1. Define tenses. 1. Define tenses. 2. Define future tense. 2. Define future tense. Number 3. Make sentences to show future tense using shall and will. Make sentences to show future tense using shall and will. Number 4. Change and express actions in positive future tense to negative future tense. You must change and express actions in positive future tense to negative future tense. Number 5. Insert shall or will in a sentence to show future action. Insert shall or will in a sentence to show future action. All right. Remember in our last virtual class, we studied phonics. And the topic we treated was vowel sound. We treated vowel sound, ow. We identified ow as a diphthong. And it is a diphthong because it is made up of 2 vowels that formed one sound. It is made up of 2 vowels that form one sound. We use a plus u and we got r. All right. Then I want to use this opportunity to tell you that English language is so vast, and because of it, it has different aspects or areas of studies. In our last class, we studied one aspect of English studies called phonics. So in today's class, I want us to look into grammar as another area we must study in English. All right. As I said earlier, our topic today is future tense using shall and will. Now let's delve into the lesson proper. Now, we are going to define a tense. This definition will help us because we are talking about future tense using shall and will. Now, what are tenses? Leave future tense for now. We will come to that one later. What are tenses? If I define tenses without mentioning verb, my definition cannot be complete. If I define tenses without mentioning verbs, my definitions will not be complete. In our previous lessons, we learned that a verb is a doing or an action word. A verb tells us what we do every day. Examples of verbs are, we have go, we have sit, we have eat, we have sleep, we have come, and we have drink, and so on. These verbs have tenses that show us the time at which an action takes place. In other words, tenses show the time of an action, whether completed or it continued. So that will lead us to the definition you are seeing right there. Tenses show the time of an action, whether completed or it continued. The tenses will now lead us to different forms of verbs. I want you to know that verbs have different forms. We have present tense, we have past tense, we have future tense, we have continuous tense, and so on. Now, for the focus of today's lesson, we will talk about future tense. We will talk about what? Future tense. I want you to repeat it after me. Say future tense. Future tense using shall and will. Future tense using shall and will. Now that will lead us to the definition of future tense. What is future tense? I hope you are following. All right. Now let's continue. What is future tense? Future tense is used to express an action or an event that will take place in the future. It is used to indicate an action that will be performed in the future. Now let's go back to the first thing that we said. Future tense is used to express an action or an event that will take place in the future. Yes, if you want to talk about anything that will happen, maybe in next 2 hours, or in next 1 minute, or in next 2 days, or in next 5 years, if you must express such actions, you must say it as a future tense. It will be a future action. And for you to express a future tense, there is something that you need. You must do it with a modal verb, shall and will. Shall and will. Now, let's talk about shall and will. Yes, because I know that some people will be asking me, my auntie, tell me now, when will I be using shall? When am I supposed to use will? Yes. Yes. Remember, I said that they are modal auxiliaries. Let me explain what I meant by that. Modal verb. They are modal verb, not modal auxiliary, please. Modal verb is an auxiliary verb that expresses necessity or possibility. Modal verb is an auxiliary verb that expresses necessity or possibility. English modal verbs include, we have must, we have shall, we have will, we have should, we have would, we have can, we have could, we have may, and might. These are modal verbs. Remember what I said. We use them to express necessity when something is very necessary, or possibility, an action that you are very sure that it must come to pass, that it will happen. If you must express such actions, you use modal verb shall and will. All right. And other modal verbs. All right. Now, let's try to make sentences to show future actions. Remember, I said we use shall and will to express future actions. And I want you to know that in British English, shall is still used with I and we. Please, I'm not telling you the difference between shall and will. Some people, they don't know the right time to use shall, and they don't know the right time to use will. So you must know it. In British English, shall is still used with I and we. We use them in questions or when you want to make a suggestion or an offer. You use shall. You use shall, not will. You use what? Shall. Remember what I told you. We use shall with the subject I. If you start your sentence with I, shall can go there. If you start your sentence with we, shall can as well go there. All right. Then in American English, shall is also used with I and will. And often sounds, it's just that in American English, it often sounds formal. That is old-fashioned. People are now are more likely to say, I will, you will. They are more likely to say, I will, you will. But just learn it today. We use shall, especially shall. We use it for when you start your sentence with I. We use it for I and will. But when it comes to will can fit in anywhere. You can use will with I. You can use will with we. You can use will with they. You can use it with you, and so on. With other pronouns, and so on. All right. Now let's see some examples. Making sentences to show future actions. We use shall and will to express future actions. Yes, examples. Number 1, I will go to the school farm tomorrow. I will go to the school farm tomorrow. If you look at the sentence, you will see that I underlined will. And that's to show you that the sentence show the future actions. The sentence showed future actions. I will go to the school farm tomorrow. You've not gone to the school farm. Rather, you will go tomorrow. Number 2, Emeka and I'm blessed shall come with me. Emeka and I'm blessed shall come with me. Number 3, we shall come back from the farm in the morning. We shall come back from the farm in the morning. Number 4, he will do his homework at home. He will do his homework at home. Number 6, she will buy a new book next month. I underlined the modal verbs there. You see, in number 1, I underlined will. Number 2, we have shall. Number 3, we have shall. Number 4, we have will. And number 6, we also have will. All right. Now let's go to the next thing. We are going to learn how to express and change positive actions to negative future tense. We are going to learn how to change it to negative future tense. the previous examples that I gave you, if you look at it, we have, I will go to school, farm tomorrow. Emeka and I'm blessed shall come with me. All these sentences, all these examples here, the sentences, they are written in positive form. They are written in positive form. Now let's learn how to change them to negative future tense. All right. Then the future tense can be expressed in positive and negative ways. As the sentences are, in the previous one that I showed you, in the previous slide, you've seen that the sentences that they are in positive form. The future tense can also be expressed in negative ways. The negative future is expressed by adding not. It's just to add not, N-O-T, to the sentence. If you add it, you use it immediately after the modal verb. You use not immediately after the modal verb. If you put it there, you will see that the sentence automatically will turn to negative future tense. Though it's still talking about what future action, but it's telling us an action in the future that will not happen. Are you getting it now? So the sentences in the last slide was already in positive future tense. Let's change the sentences to negative future tense. Number 1, I will not go to the school farm tomorrow morning to plant maize. I will not go to the school farm tomorrow morning to plant maize. Number 2, Emeka and I'm blessed shall not come back from the farm in the evening. If you look at the first sentence, I told you, you add not in order to change it to negative. And that not will not come any other place. It will come immediately after the modal verb will. I hope you are with me. All right. Number 2, Emeka and I'm blessed shall not come back from the farm in the evening. Number 3, we shall not come back from the farm in the evening. Number 4, he will not do his homework at home. He will not do his homework at home. Number 5, she will not buy a new book next month. She will not buy a new book next month. Number 6, the teacher will not punish late comers. The teacher will not punish late comers. All right. Before I give you my assignment, I would like to summarize my lesson so far. So far, we have learned that verbs have tenses. And these tenses show us the time at which an action takes place. Different forms of verbs are present tense, past tense, future tense, continuous tense, and so on. For the focus of our lesson, we learned about future tense. We use future tense to express an action that will take place in the future. We give examples of such actions using shall and will. Examples: she will come to school tomorrow. We shall buy a new book next month. We express future tense in negative form by adding not. Let's take our assignment now. Assignment. Are you ready for my assignment? All right. Number 1, define tenses. Define tenses. Number 2, define future tense. Define future tense. Number 3, write 5 sentences to show future action using shall and will. Write 5 sentences to show future action using shall and will. Number 4, change the following sentences to negative future tense. Change the following sentences to negative future tense. Now let's see the sentences. A. I will go home. Change it to negative future tense. B. He will do his homework. He will do his homework. 3. She will sweep the floor. She will sweep the floor. D. I shall play table tennis in the evening. I shall play table tennis in the evening. E. We shall come home early today. We shall come home early today. Number 5. Insert shall or will in the sentences below. Insert shall or will in the sentences below. A. Will dash travel tomorrow. B. You dash be punished. C. The teacher dash punish the latecomers. D. He dash soon finish his own work. E. I dash see you tomorrow. All right, I hope you have gotten the homework. Thank you very much. Make sure you write it very well. All right, this is where we will wrap it in today's lesson. In our next lesson, we shall talk about punctuation, full stops, and question marks. Remember, COVID-19 is real. Adhere to all safety measures to stay safe. My name remains Mrs. Odinamdu Felicia. I love you.